Howdy, howdy. Welcome to another YouTube video. This is the intro. So it is a Sunday. It is the 21st of June. So I am like 4 or 5 weeks per show. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what time is. Hopefully there's nothing weird on my desk. If there is, just leave a comment below, I guess. Anywho, so today we are going to train limbs. So we've got some arms and then some legs to do. Meal one has gone in. Usually goes in around 8 AM. Prep check-ins are done. I've just watered my plants up there. And it's pretty much just been pinging around on WhatsApp now and watching some It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I haven't caught up with it in a while. The last I watched was season 15. There's not like 18 seasons, I think, or 17, I don't know. So I'm on season 16, so I'm catching up and I've been enjoying that. I've been listening to their podcast, shout out, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Very funny show. Anyway, right now, I am waiting to give my mum a call. I usually give her a call at 11, which is actually when I have an exact meal timing, which always skews my Sundays, which is fine, I don't really care. Me and the missus tonight having burgers, which hopefully I will film. Depends how ballsy I feel, if I can be asked to get out of the Osmo and be that guy who films making burgers. But the plan is we're going to have burgers, make some chips from scratch, and we're going to do garlic butter mushrooms and garlic butter broccoli, which is going to be very exciting. And also share a soft drink, because I'm still hungry. But yeah, so at the minute, just kind of chilling. I'll head to the shops shortly. In fact, I should probably check the time. What is the time? Alright, I've got 7 minutes to get this wrapped up. So yeah, we're going to head to the shops, get those ingredients, give my mum a call while I'm on the way there. It's usually like an hour phone call, and I'll get my pre-workout meal. I've run out of rice, so I'm working my way through my pasta. It's been ages since I had pasta. I think I'm more team rice at the minute instead of pasta, because rice is better, and if you have pasta, nutritionally, you're making a big mistake. I'm kidding. But yeah, so we're going to go to the shops, get that done, eat pasta, chicken, with some peri-peri seasoning on. I'll have some peppers, sweet corn, tomato and lettuce, some pineapple and some olive oil. And then we'll go off to train limbs and I'll show you guys some of that. And then it will be post-workout meal, meal 4, and then the burger meal. It's a Sunday, so it's pretty much just prep check-ins. Lifestyle clients don't really message me on Sundays, which is cool. There's not really anyone who's super close to stage, so I think today is going to be quite a nice chill day, which is good. I definitely need it. I just could not sleep last night. Like, lots of just kind of general anxiety, which is always cool and always fun. But I hate lying in. It's a habit I've picked up from prep. I can't lie in. I can't do it. So I was still up at like 6. And at it. But yeah, so that's the plan for today. So I guess we'll jump to whatever's next. And if I decide to give some insight, then there you go, enjoy. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit about post-prep most likely. We'll talk a little bit about the exercises that I'm doing. We'll take it from there. My hair looks terrible. Alright, kicking off, face away cable car. The exact movement I start with varies a little bit based on what kit's available. If I can get both sides of the stack, face away cable curl. If I can get one, tricep push down. If I get none, hanging their grays over there. Not fully lengthened here, because it feels nicer. There's no need. There's only one bicep exercise today. There's other lengthen work that we can do, like on the preacher curl, which is fully lengthened because it's strive. And yeah, first set done. Match performance. Still got 2 more sets to prove myself. Let's crack on. With this movement in particular, I like using fabric handles because there's a little bit of play in how you can position them. You're not forced into place like you would be with a metal handle. So you can kind of play around with the internal and external rotation of the shoulder. You can kind of play around the wrist position, kind of grip it a little bit more angled, kind of coming across more like that than being forced into just being perfectly superimposed. Personal preference. As long as you're bending the elbow against resistance, you're fine. This cable stack is 4-to-1. So obviously this one cable, there's always one cable that comes off the attachment you're using, but it attaches to the stack with 4 other cables, which means that essentially any force I put in is multiplied by 4, which means that this 81 pound stack or whatever, well, to be fair, it probably actually is 81 pounds, but the likelihood is it weighs 4 times as much, but it requires 81 pounds of force to move. Because that's 40 kilos, there's no way I'm moving 10 kilos. That would be embarrassing. But yeah, so bear that in mind. This is an easy stack. You can also see, hopefully from the angle, that, fuck it, we'll do a rep. If I move a lot, the stack barely moves, and that means that the stack is very easy to move. And that means it's very easy to move a high amount of weight on it. So if you have a 4-to-1 cable stack and you want to impress someone, go and use that. I just like the stack. I'm probably going to have to gym pin it, so I was like a 16 repper. I like to stand a little bit further back on these. So the tricep push down, it's not just kind of like up and down. There's a rotational element, like you're moving in an arc. And you'll see there's actually a little bit of swing in me doing it. That's not me doing that on purpose. It's me struggling to stabilize the weight. So if you're struggling to stabilize the weight, either go single arm, or if you're short on time, get a dip belt, hang a plate off yourself, and use that. There you go, that's it, that's all I've got to say. That is visual confirmation that I am above 6 foot. Oh.
Come on. Fuck me. Jesus. Come on.
Right. Fuck me. Oh god. Lion Hamco and hack, as you just saw. Very much a +1 session. Just kind of taking +1s. We're 4 weeks post-show, 4 weeks into a health phase. So Esters are clearing. And I can feel it. Because I feel battered. Like a Scottish fucking Mars bar. Session order's slightly skewed. Normally I like to get in my add and abductor prior to hack and leg extension prior to hack, but needs must. I can't be here all day, I've got stuff to do. So we crack on. Really pleased with hack today. Yeah, the loading's pretty poor, but one, knee injury is still a little bit flary on this bad boy here, and two, to some extent I'm trying to keep loading nice and moderate and not get carried away. I'm doing the same thing on stiff legs on the other limb session because my back is a little bit iffy and I would rather live to train another day than rush my way up there, so I'm trying to rinse some stimulus. That being said, on both I am very weak, which is probably a byproduct of the fact that they're constantly injured. So it is what it is. But me and Camille are working at it. Shout out Camille. You can inquire with him or me down below. I'm going to warm up real quick on this while I'm talking. But yeah, so again, it's a case of like rehabbing it, letting the numbers come. If you don't have to reset loading or take a step back, you tend to get very fucking strong. So I'm in no rush for load. Load will come as a byproduct of doing what needs to be done. So let's not rush it. Whew.
yeah, I'm definitely more battered than I normally would be on this. Different session order and all that. Anyway, 2 sets adducting, 1 set abducting. Good for the old hips and knees to do a bit of both. And Pale Man's gonna go and do that now. And then after abductor, Smith split squat 1 set, again careful on the loading. Leg extension, I'm just weak at, we can push that fairly aggressively. And then glute drive, which I'm also surprisingly weak at. So yeah, kind of exposing my flaws a little bit, but I'd be a hypocrite if I told people to do the lifts that they're bad at and then I didn't do them myself. And I think I have decent quads and decent glutes. So the fact that there's lifts that I'm still objectively crap at is cool. It means that if I can get to be a decent hack squatter, a decent Smith split squatter, a decent glute driver, I have pretty good posterior and lower. So let's do that. Fuck me. Right now is exactly why I don't film sessions, because I feel fucked. But it's important to remember that your physique is a product of your habits. And the reason why I have less muscle mass than I want is sessions like this, where you're fucked so you don't want to do them. Large amounts of muscle mass are not going to happen unless I put in the fucking work. And so that is what we intend to do, because it's not about doing it when it's easy, it's about always doing it. And that's actually all I have to say. Let's crack on.
Come on.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back. We're at HQ. Oh god. Okay, so it's the next day now. Oh my god. I felt awful after that session. Absolutely written off. That session was, oh my god, no, it's not the next day. It's 2 days. Oh my god, it's been 2 days. I'm filming another video today. That's not obviously this video. This is the last one. You guys are still in the last one. So yeah, god, what was the last thing I filmed? It was the split squats, and then we went and we did, I think I'd already done the extensions, and then we did the glute drive, and then 20 minutes of cardio, and then got back. There's currently a heat wave, and I didn't realize it was a heat wave until well, I was like in my session, and then looked at the weather and was like, oh my god, I'm dying, this is horrible. So yeah, the burgers were lovely. I didn't film that. Didn't film it. But hey, I've got pictures. I don't know if I'm going to remember to edit them in, so let's go and grab those pictures up, shall we? There you go. There's some burgers. Oh, there you go. Lovely. Yes, my phone is absolutely smashed to high heaven. Yeah, so I had some brioche buns. We got the Sainsbury's like beef brisket burgers. Some Eat Lean cheese, lettuce, tomato. My missus had jalapenos. And then brioche buns. And we we had some Lucozade as well. So I had the Lucozade Sport in the Tiger mug. Yes, I made that Tiger mug. And she had the Grafruti in the Meow mug. And yes, she made that mug. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Hopefully there's been some kind of value from that. This is why I almost never film sessions unless I'm around other people, because I just get absolutely trashed. But anyway, if you guys are interested in working with myself, link is down below. If you're into competing, then, or you're very, very serious about your bodybuilding or whatever you're doing, then you can come ahead and work with me. If not, if you're a bit more casual, we have a coach, Matt, who is just for you. If you're injured and want to get wham at the same time, then Camille is the guy for you. And yeah, Archer 10 on all Conti Sports products. In fact, hold on, because I've got some fresh cream of rice. The cookies and cream from Conti Sports. Look at that fucker. It's unopened because I have so much cream of rice from Conti. Shit slaps. Pair it with their whey. That's also cookies and cream. In fact, you know what? Let's do a little bit of some tips. Some tips. So cream of rice and kind of cream of rice or oats or kind of similar things. I often like to kind of sequence in clients' days where they're most likely to be dehydrated or where hydration matters the most. So there's kind of a few different ways you can play it. Now, let's mute my computer. Now, you can obviously do it first thing in the morning because when you first wake up, it's good to get some fluid in. And obviously cream of rice and whey is a large amount of water. Or pre and post workout, my favorite times to do it, especially post workout. Because post workout, you've got that flexibility there. If you can add in a little bit of fats with some dark chocolate or nut butters, or you can add in a little bit of some sugar with fruit, dried fruit, honey, jam, etc. There's a lot that you can kind of do with it. But regardless, you can throw in absolutely tons of water, and it's a nice way of kind of rehydrating. One thing that I'd also encourage a lot of you guys to do is a little bit of calcium pre-workout. So normally I'd go for some kind of Greek yogurt or something similar, or not even just calcium, sorry, a dairy product pre-workout, because dairy tends to contain medium chain length fatty acids. Now what that means is that they digest at basically a medium speed, which is great for feeling satiated enough during your sessions but not having it sit heavy. And again, like I kind of alluded to before, dairy also contains calcium. Calcium helps with muscle contraction as well. So if you want a quick little tip, do some whey, some yogurt, dark chocolate or nut butter, honey or jam, run an intra. You can pick it up from Conti Sports, and then put in some cream of rice or dried fruit, or you can even have some bagels and put your jam and your honey on that. Do that pre-workout. Intra-workout, clustered dextrin and some EAAs, and then post-workout you could run a cream of rice and away. Anyway, enough of my yap. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, ping them in the comments.